Hi, this is Simon Leung back with Groove at Any Time, where we can be on at any time, on any day, and talk about just about anything. And today, we just so happen to be talking about affiliate marketing, as well as some additional ways that maybe if you want to participate in our latest promo, where you can not only earn some commissions, but also some prizes as well. So, a huge welcome to all of you, whether you are joining us for the very first time. If you're joining us live, if you're brand new, share with us your country, share with us your city, as well as the time that you're watching where you are right now. For me, as you can see, it is very early in the morning at 6:31 a.m. And there is a very good reason why I am joining you right here, because we call this Groove at Any Time, right? We literally can be on at any time. And the reason why we're on at 6:30 a.m. my time is because we just actually finished Mike Philsame's session on the Fast Start Marketing Lab, which actually was talking about maximizing webinars. And so it actually was a very relevant topic to me because I'm doing a lot of webinars as well. I'm also doing a lot of Groove webinars also, which we'll talk to you more about. And the reason why I want to watch this live is, number one, because last time he actually talked about a lot of things that I found to be quite relevant and quite interesting as well. He talked about how, even for guys, you should actually put on some makeup. And I probably should have listened to him because it's 6:30 in the morning and I haven't slept all night. And so probably I could do with a little bit of makeup, but also a lot of other nuggets in terms of lighting, in terms of equipment, and all those cool things. And he actually said, don't use one of these. Don't be that guy or that girl who actually puts this on in the actual webinars or on your live streams, because in his words, I guess, you look kind of silly or whatever else, right? But I guess it's just a different perspective. You can, of course, do whatever it is that you want to do. However, if you want to upkeep with the most professional type of setup, you want to make sales, you want to build your brand, definitely Mr. Mike is the guy to listen to. And that's why I decided to stay up and listen to him, simply because on today's topic, he talked about how to actually maximize your results with webinars. And yes, it started quite late. I think it was at around 3 a.m. my time. So I just figured that it was something that was worth it to watch. And it absolutely was, because he gave us a lot of additional golden nuggets. And coincidentally, the reason why I decided to not go to bed after that session, which lasted about 2.5 hours, is because, well, remember the weekly Groove Live webinars that I'm supposed to be doing for you for the next foreseeable future? I don't know for how much longer. I'll get to that in just a moment. But yes, they happen every Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. EST, which for me is 9 a.m., which, as you know, is 6:34 a.m. right now, which means that it's going to happen in just under 2.5 hours. So why go to sleep? Why go to bed for only a couple of hours and have to wake up in time to be energized and refreshed to make sales and present for you, right? So I'm going to stay up. You're welcome, by the way, and we're going to make it a long night here for me, but keep in mind all these things that we are sharing with you. This is why I also want to kill some time with this Groove at Any Time, so that we can actually kill multiple birds with one stone. That's what happens when you stay up late. You start to slur, but you get the idea, right? We have a lot of really cool things that we want to update you with. Usually, yes, if we have these webinar sessions at 9 a.m. on Thursday morning, my time, if I happen to have a Groove at Any Time session, it will happen after that particular webinar, because usually I wake up just in time for the actual webinar itself. But since we do have some time to kill today, we want to make sure that maybe, since we're Groove at Any Time, let's get on at a little bit of a different time zone and see who we can catch. So yes, if you're here watching us live, we're giving you ample time to share with us your country, your city, and let us know what time that you're watching us here right now. And just a little bit more about what I shared earlier, a little bit of an elaboration, which we will elaborate more on in the upcoming days as we do get more information. For those of you who have been around, you may or may not know that I've been doing weekly webinars to help to promote for you, to help to share about Groove, to present, and to do live demos on your behalf as well. Well, today, I don't know for how much longer, but it might actually be one of my last sessions because, as we learned, Mr. Mike is planning to do an official webinar where we plan to keep it evergreen. More information on that coming up. But for those of you who are interested to know, that is going to be happening within the next few weeks or so. So stay tuned right here where you're watching us, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, on the groups, on the pages, or wherever else. Make sure you're subscribed, liked, followed, turn on those notifications, because as soon as we have any additional updates on that, you will be one of the first, among the first to actually hear about it right here on Groove at any time. Okay, so while I'm still doing them, at least for the next foreseeable next few weeks, I know I've been saying that probably for months now, but now I believe time is of the essence. So if you want to take absolutely full advantage of the live webinars, of me being able to there to answer questions, to do whatever it is that I can do, and reach out to me personally if you need to. Let me know who your target audience is, who you're actually expecting to be on these live webinars, and let's do what we can in the remaining time that we have together to maximize those sales for you. How does that sound? If that sounds good, give me a good inside of the comments. All right. However, we're not here to talk about that today. We're not here to talk about the webinars. We're not here to talk about all the different things. You can, if you want to, catch the scoop on whatever we have so far in our previous Groove at Any Time training. So wherever it is that you might be watching us, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, on our page, on our group, you should be able to see a series of our previous other recordings of our previous live sessions. So make sure that you scroll down, scroll up, wherever it is that you might be. Check it out. Do some searches on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or wherever else and find those sessions, okay? Because right where you're watching us right now is where our previous live sessions were also previously broadcasted. And the good news is that, yes, you will be able to watch the replays. All right. So if you're interested to watch those previous sessions, watch them right now or after the session is actually over, so that you can be more up to speed. But before we get into the actual topic of the day, which hopefully we don't want to waste too much of your time, all right, let's go ahead. And one of the major benefits, of course, of being on with us live is the opportunity for us to engage, to interact, and yes, I will feature you. This is a great opportunity for us to connect as well. If you send me a friend request, for example, it would be a lot easier for me to approve friends that I already know. And if you correspond, if you collaborate, if you leave comments, if you engage, if you interact, and I recognize your name, I recognize your photo, it's so much easier at that point for me to approve those friend requests. And of course, if we don't have the opportunity to do so, also send me a message letting me know that you are a fellow Groovester, and that would be my cue to absolutely want to connect with you. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and start saying hi to all of our various friends from all around the world. We got Fatima from YouTube saying hi, OC, California at 2:31 p.m. Great. A good afternoon to you. It is, in the middle of the night, early morning for me, but hey, whatever, it is what it is, right? Right says hi from Tampa. Good to see you again. Yes, remember, we love the interaction, we love the engagement, and Wright is somebody that we have seen multiple times, and so it's great to see you again, Mr. Wright. Good to see you. I just caught that, Mr. Rice. I'm not sure how often you get that, but that maybe should be your brand. Mr. Ed, we got Blakesley saying hi from New York. Good to see you, sir. We got Casey saying hello. Glad to make it to a live. Glad to see you here on a live as well. Nicholas on YouTube saying you are appreciated. You always bring a lot of great content. Thank you. And thank you to you, Mr. Nicholas, for that wonderful, wonderful comments. We got Tamara saying hello from Charlotte, North Carolina in the US. And I'm not sure what that number actually is, but yes, you are in the EST time zone. I'm presuming it's about 5:40 p.m. if my conversion is correct. So a good evening to you, regardless, plus or minus 1 or 2 hours. Hey, it's early for me. Give me a break. All right. Nicholas is saying hello from Nevada, 2:30 p.m. in PST time zone. We have another friend who is joining us from Australia in Melbourne and loving that. This is a great time for us down under. Hopefully, I'm not always going to be on at 6:40 a.m. my time, but regardless, sometimes I'm on a few hours later today or whatever else. If you're in Melbourne, I'm sure that our time zone is not that far away, maybe 1 or 2 hours at the maximum. So regardless of what time during the day, usually this would also be a good time for you. But again, keep in mind, Groove at any time. We can quite literally be on at any time. I've been on at 1, 2, 3 a.m. my time. I've been on at 12 noon my time. I've been on at 6 p.m. So we really do want to tailor to as many people around the world as possible. And speaking of which, of course, if you see that right there on the screen, you are Facebook user. If we happen to feature you and you say, and it says Facebook user, and it doesn't have your name, it basically means that StreamYard needs to authenticate and approve your account. So if you're brand new, and we have a lot of brand new members and people coming to our groups and subscribing to our channels all the time, okay? So with that, if you haven't already, make sure that if you are a Facebook user, you're joining us on any one of our pages, of our groups, or anything, or personal profiles, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Again, that's StreamYard.com/Facebook. As you see on the screen, authenticate Facebook to actually show you right here on StreamYard, and that will give us the opportunity to actually see your name instead of Facebook user, and hopefully we'll be able to see your profile picture as well instead of that icon of that mystery person that we don't really know. All right, and we also have Ed saying thanks for sharing your knowledge. You are very welcome. Another Facebook user saying good morning. So same thing to you, Mr. or Miss Facebook user. Make sure you go to StreamYard.com/Facebook to authorize Facebook to show us who you are. Otherwise, if that doesn't work, put your name in parentheses so that we can actually correspond with you and address you by name directly in your comments as well. We got Tamara saying good. This was in response to, I forgot what the question is already. It's 6:45 in the morning for me, whatever. Okay, Tamara is saying good. Matthew is saying good. And then we have Nicholas saying great. Ed is saying good. Right is saying good. Fatima is saying good. Awesome. We got Kathy saying, hey, my friend. Hey to you as well. Great job on the lab the other day. It was great to see you as a guest. And all your sharing is absolutely awesome. And I can't wait to connect more personally with you and actually have a show with you at some point in time. Kathy, if you don't know, is one of our super affiliates. She is definitely somebody that you should get to know and connect with right here in the Groove community. So make sure to reach out to Kathy. Definitely somebody that you should want to know as well. We got George saying hi, another Facebook user, grooving from Sydney, Australia, 9:40 a.m. A very good morning to you, George. It's saying Groovester since June of 2018 and premium lifetime. I'm sure you mean platinum lifetime, but thank you for sticking around. You've been with us for quite a while. And as we always say, the best is yet to come. Again, one of the best privileges of joining us live is all these different interactions. And one of the things that Mr. Mike actually mentioned on his webinar is definitely connect and engage and interact, which I'm very happy to say we've been doing all this time. So definitely for all of you who are here, leverage on the live opportunity to connect with us and any one of the fellow Groovesters who actually are here. Matthew is saying greetings from the west coast of southern Canada in Vancouver, British Columbia. So good day A, good to see you. Thank you for joining us. Tamara is saying you're correct. I'm presuming in terms of the time zone, it's about 5:45 p.m. now in Eastern time zone. So thank you for confirming that. We got Nicholas join us from Athens, Greece. Hello to everybody. George is in Maryland. We got Bill from Arizona. Another fellow platinum Groovester from Poland. Good to see you. We got Nicholas from Groove Pages Training saying good morning, and a very good morning to you as well. And Donna, we got Donna saying only just started with Groove in the past 2 weeks and loving it. Thank you for all your nuggets of wisdom. Well, 2 weeks is definitely a very short amount of time. Lots for you to catch up on, but as we just said, right, the best is yet to come. So keep grooving, as you mentioned. Keep staying with us. Again, it's 6:45 a.m. I haven't slept all night. I just lost my train of thought really quickly there. But yes, stick with us. We have so many cool things that we want to continue to share with you. And accidentally clicked on this earlier. Good snowy day from Calgary, Canada. From what I understand, it's also been snowy in many different parts of the world, including in the US, where it normally doesn't snow. So very weird things happening all around the world. But today, of course, we are here to share a little bit more with you about the email swipes, as you see in the actual title of this particular live, a little bit more of an elaboration of what we talked about yesterday. Okay, so if you somehow missed that session, again, wherever it is that you happen to be watching us right now, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook groups or any of the Facebook pages, remember to watch our session from yesterday, because on that session we announced a brand new limited time promotion that is only going to be happening from now until February 28th. By the way, do you say February or do you say February? This was a question that was posed upon me very recently, because I'm in Malaysia and we have a lot of people who speak in a lot of different accents, and they say, hey, you speak this American accent. Do you say February or do you say February, the way that it's spelled? And that actually got me thinking. So now I'm wondering, for all of you who are out there watching us in Grooveland, do you say February or do you say February? And the more that I think about it, the more that I got confused. And the more that anytime I try to say it, I start to give myself a little bit of a tongue twister. And especially at 6, 7 in the morning, when I say February, right now it's actually giving me a little bit of trouble. But yes, on the 28th of February, okay, that is when this particular promotion is going to end. And so this is definitely one of those limited time promotions. If you happen to be watching us live or very shortly after this session on the replay, then the earlier that you watch us, the more advantage that you actually have. So again, a PSA, make sure that you're subscribed, make sure that you've liked, followed all of our channels, pages, and groups, so that you can actually be notified anytime this actually goes live. So in case you missed it though, here is a quick summary, and I am going to show you my screen finally. All right, this is groovejv.com. As mentioned yesterday, normally if there's nothing going on, if we are just showing you our regular standard page or whatever else, usually this page will look pretty different. Probably 8, 9 months out of the year, I don't know, I'm just estimating, you will have a very different look and feel to this particular page. However, because for the next, as you can see on this countdown timer, 11 days left, 6 hours and 9 minutes, this is a very real call urgency. Okay, this is a very real countdown timer where when this actually ends, so does our limited time promotion. And so as a result, for the next 11 days and 6 hours, you will see when you come to groovejv.com a page that might look something very similar to this. Right here at the top, you will see limited time promotion, earn additional bonuses for your sales. Watch the video for details. Of course, if you're joining us and watching this for the very first time, I highly recommend that you watch this video from Joe Jablonski of Groove Affiliate Relations, where he explains to you in 2 minutes flat a little bit more about this promotion where he says that in addition to everything that you will get normally, your commissions, whether you earn 5% commissions, 10% commissions, tier 1, tier 2, or whatever else, okay, as he explains in this video, we have a very time limited promotion, which is not a traditional JV contest, okay? It's actually nothing to do with competing with one another or doing any type of competition. Anybody and everybody who makes sales within the next 11 days, okay, starting from yesterday, actually, which was about 12 days in total, you actually will win prizes. You will earn prizes for all the sales that you will get. For example, you can see more about it right here on this page. For one sale, you will earn a $25 USD Amazon gift card. If you make 3 sales, you will earn an Amazon Fire Stick. If you make 5 sales, crazy, right? You will earn an Apple Watch. And the cool thing is that if you make 10 or more sales, and by the way, if you just upkeep with everything that we teach you how to do, you just stick with it, you make the commitment, 10 or more sales will be absolutely nothing to you. Take a look and share. Take a look at who are some of the people that are right here watching this stream right now, leaving comments. Okay, we have plenty of superstar affiliates who basically will be able to share with you how they can make sales and things like that. If you make 10 or more sales, you will earn a great combination of all 3 of these products. So now is absolutely a great time, and I think I probably just gave you a summary of the entire session that we had yesterday. But notwithstanding, we see a lot of new names, we see a lot of brand new people who are just joining us for the very first time. So yes, it is definitely worth the reminder. However, what I want to share with you here today, and if you scroll all the way to the top, scroll all the way back to the top, right here on the alert bar, you'll actually see right here, to get the latest high converting email swipes, click here. Okay, the last time that we did this with the Fast Start Marketing Lab, when people clicked on this, it took them to a third-party site. I think it was Google Docs or something like that, where we showed you a lot of emails, swipes, and everything else that you needed to do. However, this time, the good news is that when you click here, it will actually take you directly to the promotion tools themselves. And if you're interested to know, yes, we do have a whole bunch of different strategies that you can learn from directly on our YouTube channel, a lot of different videos that you can watch on all these different swipe files that you can use, all these different promotional tools. However, the one that I do want to show you here today are just the emails. Okay, I'm not sure how long you've been doing Groove affiliates and Groove JV, okay? But for the longest time, you would probably notice that if you go anywhere within a lot of the promotion tools, you will see a lot of the same promotion tools that we've had for many, many months now. Earlier, we saw somebody who said they joined back in June. Well, even as far back as back in June, we probably already had this particular email, okay, that's called limited time only. Groove Funnels is now free. You won't believe this free offer. My bonus gift to you. This email has actually been around for a very long time, probably even before June, maybe even in May or around April, around that time as well. Okay, so this email has actually been around for a very long time. And the good news is, yes, you can still use it. If you want to, you can still use all of our promotion tools. We try to make them as evergreen as possible. So if you're just starting out, then yes, absolutely, come over here. Check out our very first email called Now Free, right? And this is something that you can use for as long as you want to. Make some minor changes if you want to, and go on and continue to do that. But as mentioned, for the longest time, this has actually been the only available email swipe that you can use. The good news is that now, if you actually go here and you take a look at some of these emails, which we silently uploaded probably a few weeks ago now, and just kind of never really talked about it, never really announced it or anything like that. But now I figured was an absolute good time for us to actually share this with you, because we have this promotion, you can actually see that in addition to now free, there's actually a series of additional emails that you can now use as well. There is another email that is called Better Way. And I'm not going to read you all the different emails. You can read, hopefully, so you can go through all of these yourself in your spare time whenever you get the opportunity, whenever you get the chance. My job here right now is to share with you that, yes, these new emails exist. Okay, so this new email called Better Way, because for the subject line, the first subject line option that we give you is called GrooveFunnels the Better Way. We also have another option for you that's called Everything You Get with GrooveFunnels for Free, and would you rather collect software or save money, right? So this is an entire email which you can get in HTML format, okay, or in plain text view if you want to. The option is yours. You obviously now have the chance and the opportunity and the choice to use this email as well. All right, another option that you see over here is yet another email called Great Software. And the reason for that is because one of our subject lines is called Great Software, Fewer Responsibilities, and another one with a second option for you to as a subject line. With Great Software comes fewer responsibilities. And just like before, of course, you can always check out the email yourself. This is the HTML version, and we also have the text view version for you here as well. Another one is called E-commerce Sales. And as you can tell from the subject lines, as well as the title, right? This email is basically going to pertain much more closely to the topic of e-commerce. For example, some sample subject lines that you can use. E-commerce sales are going up, as well as sell e-commerce products online with $0 investment, as well as start selling products online with $0 investment. So this is yet another option that you can use if you want to, with multiple choices of an HTML formatted as well as text view emails that you can choose from. In addition, we also have one additional final email called One Place, which is designed to promote the free membership, okay, the free account. This one is called One Place, everything you need to run your business in one place. Really, okay, so this is an example of one of the subject lines. In addition, a second option that you have, save $7,000 per year for life. Now, keep note, for anybody who might be outside of the US, or maybe you have your own list, you have your own clients, you have people that you want to send emails to who happen to be outside the US, then maybe, just maybe, you would want to consider, instead of just saying something like $$ and $7,000, you might actually want to put in USD $7,000, so that regardless of where your clients, your list, your database, the people who receive your emails might be located, they will know which currency you're talking about, right? Because yes, I know that in certain countries, they might have different symbols for the $, but there will also be certain countries, for example, Singapore, for example, some other countries where if you just talk about the currency without the actual, SGD or USD or AUD or whatever else, they also use this $ symbol as well as just general practice. Okay, so definitely if you have a worldwide, international, global market, make sure that whenever you're talking about dollars, always emphasize that it is in USD, which in my webinars, I always emphasize, USD, whatever X amount, because many people, they have no idea which currency you're actually talking about. So just a quick tip there. A third option for you to have as a subject line is, what are you waiting for? And now here, as you can see, we also have 4 additional emails that are not necessarily promoting the free account, but as you can see in the block symbols, I don't know what they're called. I don't remember what they're called. It's 7 a.m. My mind is a blank. Right here, you can see them. They're not parentheses, but you know what I'm talking about. Those brackets, right? You can see that we have upgrade. Okay, so these 4 emails is designed for you to actually talk about the membership upgrade option for the platinum membership within the email itself, if you actually want to talk about that. Okay, so the first one is called Supercharge. And the subject line here is Supercharge your Groove Funnels accounts. As you scroll down, you can see that, yes, we do have some additional options. And we talk about your option to supercharge your account by upgrading and whatever else. And over here, we have the text version. Another one is called Grow. And this one is called Room to Grow Without a Growing Price Tag. Do you plan on staying the same, or do you want to grow? A quick chat about the future. Okay, these are some additional subject line options that you have for this particular email. Another one, okay, this one is called Everything. Okay, and yes, get everything when you upgrade your GrooveFunnels account. As you can see, a very clear call to action right then and there that they are expected to upgrade, which, yes, in our experience, if you are upfront with them, they will actually increase your conversions as well. And finally, a last email that is called Platinum. And the subject line here is, what's the big deal about the lifetime platinum offer? Now, just so that you know, when you use a lot of these tools right here, the good news is that the tool will actually be able to automatically insert into the emails themselves your information. So what information does it insert? Well, 2 pieces of information. How many? 2. The first one is your name. Okay, so as you can see over here, this one actually has my name because this account is logged in to me. Okay, so as you can see, this is my account. This is my name. However, for you, this should be in your name instead. Okay, so if you're confused, if you're asking yourself, why does it say my name instead of yours or whatever else, the reason you see my name on my screen is because it's logged in to my account. What's going to show up on your screen? It's going to be whatever name that you have inside of your accounts. The reason why I say name is that not everybody actually enter in their real name. Some people like to enter in a pen name. Some people like to enter in their product name, their company name, their service name, or whatever else. Well, in which case, whatever you put in the first name and the last name fields, this is what's going to appear inside of the emails themselves. So just keep that in mind. If you need to change it, go ahead and change it. The second thing is your own individual affiliate link. All these different words that you see, which are anchor text, okay, which means that they are highlighted, which means that they are clickable. All these different ones that you see, Mike explains it here for life and grab your lifetime access now. All of these, if you send the HTML version of these emails, whenever somebody clicks on any one of these links, okay, they will be redirected automatically to your affiliate link. So that's the good news. Everything is automatically inserted when you use these promo tools. When you scroll down, of course, we have the text view, which means that we do not have the luxury of highlighting and hyperlinking all these different texts. Well, in that case, as you can see, wherever necessary or wherever it makes sense, right? It says, watch Mike explain it here. Right after this sentence, we have the actual affiliate URL right over here. Okay, so all the same, this is also automatically inserted on your behalf. So in other words, when you use all of these, yes, you can just copy this and paste them into your own autoresponder. If you want to, you can use this with your own email or whatever email CRM that you happen to use. We don't actually tell you which one that you need to use it as. Of course, if you go to our Groove Digital Academy, you go to our YouTube channel, there's plenty of training that you can find in relation to how you can use all these different kinds of emails and all the responders and things like that. For the purpose of this particular demonstration, I just want to show you that you can use all these emails that have been pre-written for you. Okay, as a reminder, of course, if we go all the way back up, you can see that, yes, this is an 11-day promotion, which means that there's still 11 days left for you to use any one of these emails if you want to. Now, you right now basically have a couple of choices, right? Number one, you can say from this day forward, I want to send out an email every single day, okay? Which is a good idea. If you haven't used any of these emails yet, you can probably send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 emails for you to send right here if you want every single day. Okay. And then in the last 2 days, maybe you can write your own, which might not be a bad idea, because the more personal that you can be with your list, with your subscribers, with the people that you tend to email from time to time, the better your conversions will be. Or alternatively, if you say there's 9 emails over here, I'm probably going to pick and choose a few of them. And every other day, I'm going to send an email. Okay. Keep in mind, if you're going to be sending this every other day, there's 9 emails here. This is 18 days worth of emails. We do not have 18 days. We only have 11 days left. So now you can quite literally just pick and choose which one you want. Maybe 3 from the free list and 4 from the upgrade list. Or maybe you simply want to use all the free ones and skip the upgraded ones. It's up to you. Okay. So all these things, just keep in mind, all these promotional tools, they are designed for you to model after. They are designed to help you out at any given point. If you feel like you want to be a little bit more ambitious, you want to be more creative, you want to leverage anything that you may have learned right here in the Groove community, anything that you may have learned from the lab, right? Actually, some very awesome nuggets that we learned from Mike earlier today, just a few hours ago at the time of this live recording of this live stream. He talked a whole bunch about the best ways for you to send out emails, your schedules, and all those great things about the planning of your pages, so much that we will want to implement into our own webinars as well. That yes, now is a great time for us to not only leverage on what we've learned, but going off on what I was saying, also be creative. Okay, use what you have learned, apply them, implement them into your own marketing as well. Because at the end of the day, the best marketing, the best copy, the best strategies is going to come from you, directly from you, as long as you know what you're doing. Okay. If you don't know what you're doing, if you're just getting started, if you're lazy like me, all of these right here, all of our promo tools, the swipe files, the emails, they are perfect for us to get started. But if we're serious about having this as a long-term business, which I assume all of us here are, right? At some points, we're going to run out of emails. I assume you want to make money, you want to make sales, you want to earn commissions even after this 11-day promo is over, right? Hopefully the answer is yes, in which case, yes, you would definitely want to write your own emails, create your own promotions, and continue on with all these promos as time goes on for an indefinite amount of time. Okay, so leverage on everything that you have learned over here, leverage on all these different tools that you can model after, and eventually accrue the skills to create your own, to do your own promotions, and to continue to make money. Okay, so all these different amazing, cool things, great things to learn, obviously, from all of the people that you will be able to see right here in Groove. And speaking of cool people, right? Let's go back into our comments, because if I remember where I left off, and I don't really remember, I'm just going to click on one of these. I think I talked about how it was crazy weather all around the world last from our Facebook user. Well, ever since then, we also had Daryl saying hello, good evening from Toronto. We got Nicholas saying brewery, funny. Kathy says February. And Tamara, which I believe, teacher, do you teach English, Tamara? I think that was one of the things that I might remember. But if you're a teacher and you speak perfect English, and you say no second R for me, then I'm going to take your word for it, okay? No second R. No more February, okay? It's just February. Nicholas is saying the same thing. Another Nicholas is saying my birthday is in February. Okay, so a lot of different pronunciations. This is very interesting. And okay, so without the second R, it sounds like it seems to be the consensus. So that's the way that I'm going to say it from now on as well. Okay. Another Facebook user is like saying Toronto, and often with or without the T. Toronto. Yeah, Toronto or Toronto. Like it's like saying what or what, right? Sometimes we say the T and sometimes we don't. But I also know that in regular conversations, a lot of times we do have a lot of those silent letters. So English is in fact absolutely a very interesting language. We also got Ryan saying thank you. Very huge appreciation to you as well, Mr. Ryan, for joining us. We got George saying mostly without the second R. George says, sorry, first R. George also says February. Daryl is saying very fuzzy and things like that. Okay. And then for all of you who are here, if you have any additional questions or if you have any additional comments, definitely continue to leave them inside of the comments or join us during a lot of the official Q&A sessions with people like, David Lemon, with people sometimes like Donna or Coach Deb or Mike. He comes on from time to time again. In fact, there's going to be another announcement very, very soon on a public, not so public, but more for our community, a live webinar that he's going to be doing as well. In addition to the sales webinar that I was just talking about, we're also going to we're actually in store for our next State of the Grooving. Okay, so stay tuned for announcements in relation to that, and stay tuned for so many additional things that will be happening, because all those cool things are going to be announced very, very soon. So in summary of everything that we've talked about in the past 40 minutes or so, yes, this limited time promotion is still going on. It will continue to go on for the next 11 days or so. And the purpose of this particular Groove at Anytime session is to share with you that, yes, you absolutely do have brand new promo tools that you can use in the form of email swipes. Okay, so if you're just joining us, if you somehow were multitasking or you missed any of the elements that we shared earlier, make sure that you rewind and watch the replay so that you can actually get those step-by-step guidance on how to get access to all these different promo tools, as well as the swipes, and learn how to use them on your behalf as well. All right. In addition, keep in mind that this is a promo that will end on the 28th of February. Okay, February, not February. February. It's a lot easier to say as well. Okay, so very, very cool. Thank you, fellow Groovesters, for confirming that. So for all of you, okay, who are interested in making sure that you maximize your time for the next 11 days, make sure that you go all out, because in addition to the regular commissions that you will earn anyway, don't forget, you get to win prizes as well. I'm sure all of you also like prizes, right? So if you like prizes, type in the word prizes inside of the comments. You will be able to earn probably an Amazon gift card, the Fire Stick, right? As well as the Apple Watch. Crazy, or maybe even a combination of all three. All right, so make sure that you watch this again if you need to, and stay tuned for any additional sessions where we will continue to give you additional updates and announcements. And if you happen to be watching us here live, keep in mind, in less than about 2 hours time, okay, it is not too late for you to get on our live webinar. In less than 2 hours time, it is about 7:13 a.m. my time right now. At 9 a.m. sharp, I will start my webinar. Okay, so if you want to join, if you don't know how to access it, if you haven't watched our previous Groove at Anytime sessions, which by the way, I do recommend that you do. However, if in the odd chance that you are short on time, because we're less than 2 hours away, you want a quick answer on how to actually get access to that, leave a comment. Let us know that you're interested in joining us right there inside of the comments, and we will leave you a link directly inside of the comments itself, wherever you happen to be. All right, so with that, I highly, highly recommend that you join us if absolutely possible, because we are going to share as much for you as we can, not only to you, but also anybody that you want to invite to that webinar as well. All right, so go to groovejv.com, go to the link section, get your affiliate link for the Groove Funnels live webinar. That's where you're going to get credit for all of your referrals. And yes, during this live session, I will present for you I will talk for you, and I will go ahead and share as much as I can in a live demo environment as well. So yes, you are welcome. So with that, I'm going to prepare for that webinar. It is coming up very shortly for all of you or join us live or on the replay. Keep those comments coming. We want to make sure that we interact and engage with as many of you as possible. So take action on everything that we just talked about right now. All right, let us know if you have any questions right down there in the comments. And yes, I will see you on the inside. Cheers, folks. See you soon. You gotta get into the groove.